This is defense. Capture. You got
All right. Um, the Ordinata is going to be your generic Arcwing. It's going to be similar to Excalibur. Then there's the Prime, which drops from the
Yep.
Void. Itzel is going to be your stealthy one. The Elytron is going to be the tanky one. So,
Elytron.
yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
the only
That's
problem is
good
with
to
the
know.
Elytron is its part drop from harder Arcwing missions, similar to some of the final parts for some of the Arcwing weapons.
Okay.
I think
But
that's all the
do
Warframes.
we have that researched? You could. Those are one of the ones you can research, can't you? Or do you have to actually go
Well,
farm that
our
one?
dojo is 100%. So we have
Okay,
everything,
so we've got
missing
it.
some colors, but the
Mhm.
colors are just for changing the way the dojo looks. It doesn't actually add any color packs to your
Yeah.
Warframe. So the problem is with the marketplace is a lot of the stuff in the marketplace is going to cost plat. Plat is real world money transferred into
Yep.
Warframe currency. You're going to want to look for, if you look at the top of my screen, you'll see a little chroma icon, then you'll see credits, and you'll see some plat. The one that says 3
Mhm.
million, that's the credits. You want to look for that icon because that's the only way you want to buy things. You don't want to be spending
Mhm.
credits. I mean, you don't want to be spending plat on things. So whenever
Yes.
you're in something, if you look at this one, it says Warframes, and it says Warframe Blueprints. This says Primary Weapons, and it says Primary Blueprints. You always want to go to the Blueprint section because then that'll show you the things you can buy for credits. So then we've got our credit people here. Go to weapons. There's primary, secondary, melee. It's all a matter of your playstyle as to which weapon is the best. Once again, when we get to the bottom, we're going to see this little logo, the little Arcwing logo. That's how you know those are Arcwing weapons. But this stuff is all credits. But some stuff requires something else to be built and put into it in order for that to happen. For example, the Tiburon
Mhm.
is a good weapon, but you need the Latron in order to build it. The Panthera is something else like that. The Panthera needs a Haiku, which is throwing stars, and the Miter. The problem is with the Miter drops from when Lech Krill and Captain Vor are together. The parts have a chance to drop from them. So you'd have to farm them to build the Miter and then get the Haiku if you're trying to buy the Panthera. However, the Panthera is one of the weapons that has a secondary fire option to it, which means since
Okay,
it's
it's
built
a
from the
stealthy.
Miter and the Haiku, your primary is going to fire the bandsaw blades. Your secondary fire is going to fire the ninja stars from this weapon. So it'll fire two different types of projectiles. There's snipers in here. There's shotguns in here. There's bows and arrows in here. There's assault rifles. All those types of things. Secondary is going to be a bunch of pistols, essentially, and throwing stars, and maybe some rocket launcher type weapons. Like the Colster is a rocket launcher, essentially. The Gamma Core is a laser weapon. Adamus is a laser weapon. You'll find some laser weapons in here, too.
Yeah, some of them work pretty damn good.
Then there's melee. Melee is more unique in the fact that there's a staff, boxing gloves, whips, arm blades, a foil, also known as a fencing sword, regular swords, scythes, giant
Yep.
hammers, nunchucks, boxing gloves, sparring weapons.
Basically, almost anything, only any weapon you can think
Yeah,
of, just
like the
about.
Kogage is going to go on your hands and feet, so that's going to fight. Then there's weapons like the Kestrel, which is actually a boomerang you can throw.
Yeah, I thought
Uh,
that would be pretty cool.
then it
And
gets
the glaive, how
advanced.
does the glaive work? Is it
The
similar to
glaive
that,
works
or is
similar
it
to a
just?
throwing weapon. It works similar to a chakra, like
Mm-hmm.
way Xena would throw her chakra. The
Mm.
only problem is with the glaive is the glaive blueprint drops from alerts only. So
Ah, okay.
yeah, that's the issue with that. Then there's also nunchucks, battle axes.
Actually, my
The Redeemer
favorite.
is unique among other weapons because it is a gun blade, which means even though
Which is pretty
technically
cool.
technically it's a melee weapon, so the ammo in this weapon is unlimited because it's classified as a melee weapon. It doesn't shoot that fire. It doesn't really shoot that fast, and there's not really any gun mods for a melee weapon, so it's not really going to get that much out of it. But it goes advanced as the Ripcos, which are chainsaw gloves. So there's
Yeah.
some odd
Those are pretty cool.
combinations in here.
It have a decent look to them, I think.
Yeah. And weapons are going to be similar to the way they look. So if it looks like it's a big heavy weapon, it's going to be a big
Yep.
heavy weapon that's going to swing slow, have a lot of damage, but swing very slow. So you're going to take a shit ton of damage before you're able to actually damage an enemy. There's equipment, components. You don't
See
need to
what's
get into
right
the
here.
lenses because that's second dream
Yeah.
stuff. Keys and drones. Okay. Hidden messages is to get Mirage. Limbo Theorem is to get Limbo. Patient Zero is to get Mesa. All these little Orkin derelict keys, you can build those and use them. And it'll take you like a special area where there's a bunch of infested, so that's cool. There's two types of extractors for when you finish all the spots on a planet. Let's see, display the extractor. Don't worry about the Titan. The Titan is absolute shit. You're going to want to get the distilling extractor because the distilling extractor has a chance of acquiring uncommon and rare resources. So I'm going to touch back on that in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll touch back on that right now. So then, if we say we go to Venus, up in the corner it says 13 of 13 done. So I can put an extractor on there. That extractor is going to pull off one of those resources, either alloy plate, polymer bundle circuits, filter on sample. It'll pull me a bunch of that resource. But each planet has different resources. So if
So do
you're
you have to
missing,
constantly stay there and protect that thing, or is it just one of those you leave
nope,
and go
you
and
just
it'll
throw it
notify
and
you?
go.
Okay, cool. So
But
do
it
you have to
does
stay on
take.
the planet the entire time?
Nope, you just throw it on the planet and then you go.
Sweet.
So it just
I
kind of
was
sits
just
there.
actually
It
wanting
will
to ask
take
about that.
damage though, so you're gonna want to, as soon as it gets filled up, you'll want to
Hmm?
bring it back. Like mine right now says
Oh,
distilling
okay.
extractor, says 7 hours 24 minutes left. I could retrieve the extractor right now, but it's in progress, and it says no resource will be extracted if I pull it out. So I want to leave it there for a full 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
But you want to build a few extra ones for when you pull it off, because when you pull it off, it might only have like 84% health or something like that. So I tend to alternate them and have a few extras built.
Oh, okay.
Since my
Cool.
mastery rank is so high, I'm able to have 3 out. But lower
Oh, okay.
mastery ranks can only have like 1 or 2 out. I'm not exactly sure the actual cutoff point per se, but the higher your mastery rank, the more you should be able to have. I believe it maxes out at 3, because not many people are mastery rank 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
It's not that much. Once again, we see Sentinels and Kubros, but we're going to want to go to Sentinel Blueprints. Carrier is going to pick stuff up for you. Death Cube just attacks stuff. Doriga is going to electrocute people, and it's also comes with a sniper rifle, so it can shoot people from far away. And then it also creates an electrical field to hold people in place. See, I believe Carrier comes with a shotgun, but you can switch out the weapons.
Yeah.
Death Cube comes
Yeah, you
with
can change
a
the scanner, can't you?
machine rifle. Shade will randomly make you invisible whenever the fuck it feels like it. I am not
Oh,
really
really?
sure what triggers it, but he comes with the burst fire laser. Then there's Worm, which comes with a laser rifle too. Each one of these are 100,000 credits, and it takes some resource to build them. The two it's
Wow.
not showing are Helios and Jin. Helios and Jin are in the clan hall, so we'll touch back on that in a little bit. The Sentinels are unique in that when they die, they die. You have to wait for the mission to be over.
Yep.
They're robots.
well-
However, the Kubros are little dogs. They're living beings. So when a Kubro goes down, you can revive it just like you can revive any of your other teammates.
Yep.
There's
And that comes in handy.
looks like there's
Or it could be a
one color
pain.
pack in here that costs credits. It's the Gene Masking Kit. Um, Nothing in bundles,
I
so I
think I
can go into.
bought that.
I think I can go into Kubro's now. I don't think there's anything in gear. Gear is where you're gonna find your ciphers, which will allow you to automatically hack alarms and things
Yeah, but
like
I'll
that.
teach yourself how to hack. That way you know,
Yeah.
spinning in ciphers all the time.
Uh, okay, Kubro's hatched from an egg. You'll get the Kubro mission when you fight the Jackal, which also drops the Rhino parts, and called the Hollow the Kubro mission. You'll have to do the mission to find the segment, and then the segment will go into the back of your ship, and it'll go right here, where I've got the incubator right here. Then you'll want to get a incubator core, blueprint, and that.
Yep, definitely.
I
That's a
haven't
must.
even got to the foundry yet. Damn. Okay, so equipment,
Battery.
Kubro's.
Yeah, fuck it. I'd circle around, man.
Yeah, I'm having to
That'd be a
bounce
good
back
spot
and
to go
forth
to.
around. There's
Yeah, the
incubator
Kubro's
power core right here.
pretty.
It needs an argon crystal, which is a resource that only drops from the void. It's a resource that has a half-life, though. It only lasts 24 hours. But
Mm-hmm.
if we go over to our foundry right here and we click X for components, if you scroll over, you'll see the argon crystal, and there's a timer on the argon crystal right now, which tells me when my argon crystal expires. If you look closely, it says an hour, 34 minutes, and like 20 seconds. So that's how you know how much longer you have on the argon crystal. That's actually per argon crystal. It's not like all 12 of my argon crystals are going to expire in an hour and a half. So
Yeah,
that's not a big deal.
they got their own timer.
But if I scroll down to incubator power core, okay, it says that it costs 100,000 credits to build and that it takes 8 hours, and it shows it takes an argon crystal, control modules, nanospores. Nanospores, control module, you'll just have to find the planets that farms them and the planet that drops them. Then you'll see an argon crystal only in the void. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the marketplace for something.
Yeah.
Already
Yeah,
went
there's
over
something
gear.
in there.
Already went over Kubro's. Oh, a Kubro egg will take 2 days to hatch, and then it'll be a little puppy, and then it takes 2 more days to
Yep.
fully mature. Once it's fully matured,
And you have to
you'll
pay
have to
attention
do
to
a
it.
mission by yourself on Earth, where you have to defend the Kubro as it like kind of just runs around. The Kubro armor actually does nothing whatsoever. It just makes the Kubro look fancy. It doesn't actually make it tougher or anything. The only thing that's going to affect your Kubro is going to be the Kubro mods and the Kubro Prime collar. We'll touch back on
Yep.
that when we get over to the Kubro segment.
Yeah, because I want to hear about the prime collar.
You have anything to add about the marketplace, Alpha?
Yeah, you pretty much covered it.
Okay.
But save your plat. Don't buy frames. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing I'd add to that. Just
Another
work
reason
for it.
you're going to want to earn things
And there's always
instead
a
of
clan you can look for. if
instead
they
of
don't find
buying
you.
them is because one, it's just tacky and lazy. You want to earn stuff. For two,
Yeah.
anyone that knows the game as well as I do will end up ripping you off. So
Yes.
let's
So be careful
scroll
with that.
back to the codex and go over something. So if I go to Warframes and Arcwings, see if I see someone that's a low level and they have an Atlas, a Chroma,
Mhm.
Neza-
Low ranking.
or like a low master rank, and they have
Yeah.
Ash, Atlas, Chroma, Hydroid,
I'd say don't buy anything if you're paying for it in
Anaros,
cash. If you've got something you traded for plat
Ivara,
and made money off of it like that,
or
you know, I guess you can buy yourself a helmet or
Neza.
something that you can't get.
If I see
But-
someone who's a low master rank with one of those
Yeah.
Warframes, I'm going to know flat out that they bought